definitely shouldn't be that hard, and these coaches definitely shouldn't be that mean. And like, we're like tough people. Like, I've dealt with crazy coaches and like hard coaches, but there's a difference between hard and assholes.
Oh, 100%.
So what really went down at Tennessee Martin?
Like, I got there freshman year and everything was going great. Like I said, I got injured, physical therapy in the summer, and then went to school, and then the rotator cuff stuff started happening again. So then went to physical therapy at UTM. Was going there every day for 5 months, just like all the time. I even got like a cortisone shot, like did like literally the most, like almost got surgery, like just to try to get it under control. And like my coach was not being supportive, and you know, there was certain ways that I could move my arm that wouldn't hurt, and there would be certain ways where I would move my arm and it would get, like, it would hurt. And, like, he would see me do different things and be like, well, how come she's doing that, but she can't throw? Questioning everything, and, like, he was, like, such an asshole to the athletic trainers, too.
So, and I think that's hard, because a coach really has to have a good relationship with the athletic trainer. And I think players, like, I think it's just, like, a triangle that just needs to work, and 100%. They need to work cohesively, and
like, he was always getting teed off at them and like mad at them for like, you know, saying that these players can't play for a certain amount of time because they need to do the physical therapy. So, and then like he was hitting me with, oh, you don't know the difference between pain and being injured, and like, I just hope that you know that. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. Like, I don't want to go to physical therapy for shits and giggles. Like, I don't want to be there. Freshman year, I had an extra interview and told a student manager on the team who used to be a player on the team. He told her, the assistant coaches, that he was cutting me off the team.
Before he told you?
Before he told me. And he told another player as well, like, that was still playing on the team, that he was cutting a few girls off the team.
And he told them who they were?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Like, he knew. So
did it get back to you before you got to him?
So how it got back to me is because I had texted him, because they had made a list of the girls in order of who they were having in the exit interview, and I was one of the last girls. And that day I was trying to leave to go home. Because, like, this was the time, like, all right, all of our stuff's packed up, like, we're ready to go home after these exit interviews. Yeah. And I had texted him, like, hey, you know, can we please move up my exit interview, because I need to drive 5.5 hours to Georgia to then go home, like, to Florida or whatever. And he didn't answer, started flipping out.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what's going on? Like, this doesn't seem right. Something doesn't seem right. I had called my dad. And then that's when I found out from one of the girls on my team. I had called her, either texted me or saying like, hey, this doesn't seem right. Like, I have heard that the coach was talking to these other girls about not having you on the team anymore.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I called one of the girls and like, don't tell anyone I told you this, but like, he told me
he was cutting you.
That he was cutting me. I had called my dad, and me and my dad had come up with like something to say, obviously. I wish I could have recorded it, because just, like, the silence in the room was like, I got you, like,
let's go! Like, no, that was definitely
goodbye.
needed.
Like, he literally was like, yeah, and, like, it was crazy because he was telling me, like, he had seen me being, like, his 5th hitter for the next season, and, like,
so he was hyping like, you up, this and that,
like,
saw
talking,
future,
like, future stuff.
Yeah, future with you, like, you were going to be on the team next year, and then was about to hit you with this.
You know, like, the season, and, like, how it had gone or whatever, and I was like, oh, well, you know, what I find crazy and disrespectful is the fact that you're talking about me to other players on the team about what was going to be said in this exit interview today.
Yeah.
And he was like,
speechless.
Mic drop.
Was he the only coach in there?
No. The assistant coach and the grad assistant were in there, and they were both crying for me. Because I was sticking up for
That's so wrong.
Because I had been crying, like, mind you, it would have been hours before I was going.
Yeah.
Like, I found out hours before I was going to this interview.
And you probably think your whole life's over. You worked so hard to get here. This coach has been telling you.
And I had no idea. It was about to be like something so random. It would have hit me so off guard. Like, I would have no idea.
Honestly, it's probably best that you found out before, because you said what you said.
No, yeah, and I literally, like, could barely keep it together. I remember, like, I was, like, on the verge of, like, crying when I was telling him, like, and I literally walked up there and grabbed my, like, renewal for my thing.
Sign that shit!
Goodbye! Rolled my happy ass back to Georgia, but it was insane.
Wait, so they ended up letting you stay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So and
you knew that meeting?
Because
Wait, and so he got fired.
Yeah.
How did that work?
He ended up retiring. He would bring up religion because he was a religious guy, and like you're not allowed to bring up religious sayings or push religion or do anything like that, and he was doing that to other girls. And then what he was saying to me, like, and saying to other like girls on the team, it all had added up, and we ended up having literally like a dinner with the athletic director.
Oh my god!
Of like
you met with your athletic
sports.
director,
yeah. And
your
whole
team?
softball team had a meeting.
Wow.
With the athletic director, and he ended up retiring. Retired.